Hi, I'm Lori. Welcome to my apartment. Well, I was going to do my best not to shop, save some money, because I've already bought some Christmas presents. I was going to make it through the weekend without buying anything, and we went to one of the vintage stores here in town, and I found this gem, and I did buy it. And it's a great album and a great find, and it's Screaming for Vengeance. And almost a year ago, exactly at the same store, we bought our first album, which was British Steel, which is also by Judas Priest. So really great find, great album. But it got me to thinking, I listened to it with my son, and just like, what's the difference between revenge and vengeance? And I looked it up, and vengeance is wanting justice in a situation, and revenge is like motivated by anger, like I'll get you back. And even when I was little, revenge was one of my tactics, kind of like a passive aggressive tactic. I would get mad at my parents, and then I would do something, and then I would never admit that I did something, and it was something bad to like get them back as my little revenge. And then when I got older, and that stayed with me, that passive aggressive wanting revenge if I felt slighted or whatever, and or if I felt hurt. I guess it comes from a place of hurt, and so vengeance is a little different now. Today, I do my best to let my higher power fight my battles. That way, I can keep my peace better. But it's kind of a process, because I'll have emotions come up. So here recently, I was done with dating, and so that's kind of a relief, to tell you the truth. And it almost as soon as I just was like, I'm done with that, and somebody wanted to go out with me, and at first I was like, no. And because I wasn't feeling real well, because I'd been working real hard, and I was tired, and I didn't know if I had time to sort of nurture a relationship or a growing relationship, or I didn't know what it would be or anything. But then I was around the person, and then they seemed really warm, and I was like, well, I'll go out with this person, and ended up getting ghosted, and stood up. So, that brought up some feelings, and which I don't know how much it has to do with me. And it was weird, because I wasn't really seeking like a relationship or anything, but I didn't want to be like closed-minded or closed heart, but now I feel a little bit foolish to tell you the truth. And so like previously, like when I was drinking, at one point I got mad at an organization I had, and I went on and on and on, and felt like I was slighted, and other people agreed with me, and I got like a website closed down, and because I just wouldn't stop, and I played the victim and all that. Eventually, I made amends with the person once I got sober, but like I still have like some of those feelings like come up, like where I want like revenge or vengeance or something, and I just kind of have to let those go. But it was just so funny to see this at that time, and I kind of linked the like wanting revenge or anything to like codependency, and I'm coming out of that, where which is a real sick relationship relationship, and I'm not saying in like it doesn't have to be like a love or a man-woman relationship or whatever. It can just be, it could be with your family, any kind of relationship. It could be with like at work, and when you start to come out of that and realize that that's God's job and not my job. Like, I'm willing to help people, but like I can't like chase people or I don't know. And then but I would want, I don't know, almost like revenge when like they didn't act like I wanted them to or whatever. And yeah, it's just all real sick, and I can't say I'm completely healthy or anything like that, but I'm aware of some of these patterns, and I don't have to, like act them out. And I think, and I feel like, if I can pray for the people, and like in the Bible it says pray for your enemies, and sometimes I don't want to. But that disturbs my peace, and it keeps me sick because then like I'm holding on to like a resentment, or and then that's dangerous for me because I might drink again. So but it's like it's a whole process for me, and I try to look at my part, but I can't always find it. But I know that I have certain issues, and that's why I kind of have to keep in contact with people that I've been real honest with, that know these issues, and that can point me to, hey, if I can take responsibility, it kind of ends it. But if I can't, then it's really hard. If I can't find my what I did, and I don't, and it's not always me that's done something, but I guess giving any kind of power away, and to anybody else, to make me feel like, well, like less than or whatever, even for a short period of time is not good. And like previously, before, like I would kind of like puff myself up, which was kind of an ego thing, and not really admit that I was hurt a little bit. But now I feel comfortable just admitting that I was, and that's life, and that's okay, and I can just stay away from people that harm me. So but yeah, it was just what a coincidence to find this at this time. And but yeah, listening to it really made me look at vengeance and revenge and all that. Yeah, maybe they feel good because like, but what's the consequences of that? Something with the ego, because he's like up here or down here or whatever, and we're all human. So, and all right, love you guys. All right, bye.